Welcome to Toni Unleashed, the podcast, where I unleash the truth about all things pets. My research and anecdotal evidence, paired with expert interviews, will help your pet thrive. I'm here to answer questions, share insights, and spread awareness about what's really going on in the world of pets. I'm Toni Unleashed with 25 years of experience in the pet space. Welcome to the show. Hello, we are in-house with Emily Claire, former co-host, and Cyd, former producer. And this is
current friends.
And
right.
Yeah.
Besties.
Yeah.
And we are recording our 100th episode. Well, I guess I should just say my 100th episode now. But I would never have been able to get this far without Cyd and Em. And Cyd is just now, like, what's flashing past?
Well, yes, it is wild that it is 100. I said this to my brother and dad last night, and Taylor was like, 100? And I was
that's huge for podcasts.
No, it is.
Yeah.
And I told him, no, it's been super successful, and you have, a niche that you've really dove into. But I will say, not to pat myself on the back, it truly is more Emily as well. I think that it was during COVID.
Not to pat yourself on the back.
But it's really actually Emily.
That's the...
But I think the two of us, there wouldn't have been a podcast.
Yeah. No, you guys did it all.
Because you need, and I know we've talked about this on past episodes, but like our dumbass videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
During
That's how
COVID.
it started.
That's literally how it started.
Yeah.
But we did them in the store too. Was that before COVID? The YouTube, how to fit a harness. Remember, we had sweet pea.
It was like
cranberry.
right after, where like people were able to come in.
Yeah.
It wasn't during the times that the three of us were at South Hills slinging bags and doing orders,
getting
which was
yelled at
so
for
fun.
spilling cat litter in a customer.
Oh, that's
trunk.
my favorite memory. Getting this couple into a fight for opening up a convertible.
Oh, I remember
that's
that
my favorite.
too.
Yeah.
No, but remember when I put the cat litter down in the lady's
and then
Mercedes
it became a whole
or whatever it was?
thing.
Oh, she was so mad. Toni didn't even stand up for me.
That was like a half of a cup of cat litter.
It was wild.
But Toni went out with duct tape.
I did.
Packing tape, kernel by kernel.
As the lady just yelled at me on the sidewalk.
Yes, and then you also offered, like, I'll pay for you to go get your car cleaned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she still was pissed.
She was so pissed. There had to be some home shit.
Sure. There was. That wasn't just us.
She was going to pay for that happening when she got home or something. So, okay. So, all right.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with everybody. This is going to be a shit show episode all over the place, but I promise you it's going to be fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about favorite moments, and we're going to talk about what has happened in our lives
A lot.
while we've worked, while we've been together, while we've been doing the podcast, while we've been together during Healthy Pet Products.
Yeah.
And it's almost like when you sit back and think how much you've been through with a specific pet. And when you start to think about that, it's pretty mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just would like to add really quickly, every episode could have been a mess. If it wasn't for Cyd being like,
I was a mess.
No, for all the other, when we were first starting off, there was such an opportunity for every single episode to be a mess, but you were like, you need an outline. You need to come up with something, Emily, do it. Something. You can't go into this, even if it's 5 things, just come up with 5 things.
That's why I said bullet points.
And I'd be like, I think we can just wing it. And you're like, we can't just wing it.
I know how our brains work.
Yes.
And winging it does not work.
Yes.
You do realize I never have an outline.
Yeah, no, I believe
wing
you.
every episode.
You know what? And I haven't listened to an episode.
Meanie. That's so mean.
No, I watch them on
hurt.
social media because they're fun. Your social media person does a good job.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
It's nice seeing them on
the
there.
reels. So I have to say, I mean, Brandy does do a good job, but the Riverside makes it pretty fucking easy, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
All
does.
the apps out there are great. And
Yeah.
do you still go onto YouTube too, right?
So
Do you want us to record this? I mean, I think it would be. Unless we all don't want it. We can just hook it up here.
Oh.
And then you can use it as a reel.
With
your phone.
Sure.
How do we get all of us?
So yeah, that's the only
think
problem.
It would do better if it was recorded. I'll work on it.
Yeah.
So what year do we want to start with?
Okay. Who worked for me first? You were.
Yeah, Emily
Totally
did.
me.
Emily
Okay.
did.
2015, 2016.
And I was about 2016.
2015, 2016.
I think 2016,
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
So I know you walked into South Hills with Sweet Pea.
By myself.
Oh, by yourself. And Chris was the store manager at the time.
Yep.
And you asked for signature.
Yep. And she said, how about goat's milk? Or have you tried raw?
Yeah.
But just because I asked for signature, that was already like, wow.
Yeah.
She knew that.
Usually
Yeah.
that's a food you have to transition people onto.
Yeah. And she kind of recruited you right then and
She was
there.
like, oh, do you want a job? And I was like, oh, I guess.
And then
Yeah.
she called me and she's like, Toni, there's somebody down here you have to meet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She's-
love that.
Yeah. She's from California. She already knows signature. I remember meeting you and you had, still had a California vibe about you. And I was like, oh. And Chris,
Wait, what's wrong with the California vibe?
Let's go deeper into that.
Humboldt County, straight from Humboldt County.
I was very like, I was on a mission to ban plastic bags from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Well, it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this all was because of me.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
And Chris, I can't remember Chris's name. We still talk every once in a while, but
Yeah.
she was like, isn't she great?
Yeah.
I was like, sure. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Sure.
Yeah.
So then you started as a sales associate.
Yeah.
So that was either 2015 or 2016.
Because I moved here at like the end of 2015. Yeah.
It had to be 2016.
I think so. Yeah.
Who were some of the first employees that you worked with, other than Chris? Who do you
Danya
remember?
and
Yeah.
Megan Zozos, and I'm still really good friends with Megan Zozos and her husband George. I think I'm actually going up to visit them this weekend because actually, really funny story. So my yaya, so I moved here to take care of my yaya,
Which is
And-
grandmother in Greek.
yes, my grandma, and Megan got these chickens, and so I took my yaya over to Megan's house to play with all the little baby chicks, and my yaya named one of them Emily Claire. So one of the chickens was named Emily Claire and literally just died.
Just side.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I was like, I
That's
gotta
a pretty long run for a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Very long run.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up and see the new batch of chickens and the new house too.
Nice.
If you're around this weekend.
We're gonna take tents up and just
Yeah.
pup tents and
Yeah.
hang out.
Maybe they have a solo stove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so that
but
was
yeah.
2016. You started as a sales associate.
And then we moved that was in South Hills because I lived in Mount Lebanon.
Yeah.
So I was there. Were you there when we moved stores or were you after?
I was right after.
Okay. So we
Not
moved.
right after, but I was after.
When we moved
because
to
I worked
South Hills
for
store.
Animal Friends, and I remember that.
forgot you worked for Animal
but I
Friends.
used to whatever. We had cats at the Petco that was like right beyond there. Wasn't there a Petco like on
Bower Hill Road, I think.
In South Hills?
Yeah, it was a little further down.
Couch Churchill,
Yep,
Couch
it's
Road.
exactly. Yep,
Something
Couch.
like that.
Yep.
Couch Road.
So I used to pass
Fort
it, but no.
Couch.
Fort Couch.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. Had a couple funerals there.
But you
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking.
but you interviewed at North Hills.
Yes, yeah. So I was.
What year? 2016 or 2017?
It was 16. I just finished like year 9. So
2016.
November. I remember that I started right after the expo. Thank God.
Had you started during the expo,
I
you
would've
might
been like, I
not
quit.
lasted
Yeah.
that long.
Same thing though. Sales associate. Just
she was late for her interview.
That's such a lie. She tells that story every single time. I was not. I was waiting outside the door and knocking. I remember seeing Val and Toni just fucking around in there.
Oh my God.
No, but yeah, because I was doing pet sitting and I was like, oh, I could do a Monday and Tuesday night. Val trained me. Tori would only do Monday nights, right? I feel like she was. So I.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Tori was working at First Watch.
Yes.
Oh, it might not even been First Watch.
No, she was
then.
Fridays.
She was Fridays then. And she
then
had
first
been
watch.
a customer for years. And I was like, come on, Tori, you just have to, pick up one night a week. And she was every Monday night. And I think Val was every Monday night.
And that's when I got trained, and I would do Monday
Oh my
nights.
God, you were trained by Tori and Val. That's
Why do you think I
iconic.
stayed?
That's iconic.
Yeah.
But yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
So how many years were you a sales associate before I promoted you to a manager?
I never was a manager.
Just staff development.
Yeah, I just kind of hung around.
Dude. Yep.
She was like moss going on the southern side of a...
I was just like taking on little things and just showing up excited about it. I think I was so excited about learning and everything. Oh my God. Remember like the first global we went to, and I was literally Ashley's worst nightmare because I was so excited. I think Ashley
was just the three of us.
Yes.
Oh, that
and
sounds
Ashley,
terrible.
I think, was sending Cyd some text messages about it.
Please save me.
Yeah, because I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
You were major squirrel.
Yes, I was so excited.
She's like, I can't control them.
Yeah, she couldn't.
No.
I was like, I had no idea what it meant to get an order form and fill it out. Then I was just taking order forms everywhere I go and just giving them to Ashley. And I was like, here you go.
Thinking you were helping.
I was helping, having no idea that like that meant Ashley would have to continue to reorder. And I was like, aren't you glad I'm here?
Oh my God.
Just like, no.
She never really said that though, did she?
No, but we bunked together. So it was just like one of those things where we would share a room together, and it was just one of those things you just like get through it with someone and you become closer even though you completely resent them.
Which I also think is funny is like how many times we had to share rooms with each other. Remember at the Lad show, you and I shared a couch together?
Oh yeah.
Tony's like, we're all staying in the same
I
house.
never heard the end of that.
We're staying. Nobody's getting their own
for
room.
so long.
Yeah, some people
Remember
did, though.
Tim in the towel wrapped in a...
Remember Tim and I took a midday nap?
Yeah, on the same couch. I have a picture.
Okay, so Lads was a distributor, and distributors have shows. So where vendors set up and they have education and you have sales that you can do. And Lads would do theirs in Ellicottville, New York.
So awesome.
At the ski resort, and it was such a blast, and everybody comes in and stays at the hotel. And
Why did you take all of us though?
Yeah, you took
I
a lot
could.
of us.
Okay. All right. I just,
Yeah.
We
There
all
was
were
there
like,
was like
no, easily 8.
well,
two cars worth.
Chris was
Yeah.
my grooming store
Yep,
manager.
She was in our car.
So so she wasn't Healthy Pet Products, but she was Healthy Pet Grooming.
Right.
Michelle,
who?
Michelle, I think that's her name.
Oh, she was the one who
Grooming.
Oh, Michelle from Grooming.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
Michelle from
Yep.
Grooming.
Because
She
it was me, Emily,
such a
Christina,
nice young
and
lady.
Michelle.
Yeah. There was another person in the car with us, I thought. Was it
Just the 4 of us, I think.
and then it was
Tim went.
but Tim, Tony, Emily, and Allison were in the other car.
Emily Bowler and Allison.
Because you guys was Heather a part of this?
Yeah, Heather was in the car.
I remember Heather being in the car. I don't remember her being in the house.
You can't hear you, Em.
But I understood her. I also don't remember Heather being there.
I only remember her driving.
John definitely came but didn't stay with us.
Yeah.
He drove up and went home the same night. What a
Smart
smart man. Right.
Smart
That's
man.
why we love him.
Yep.
So, I rented a townhouse in the ski resort. And, it's important to read the fine details. And I always have felt that I'm pretty good at that, but I am. I really am.
Okay.
So this one said X amount of bedrooms, but one key point was some of the bedrooms were lofts
And bunk beds.
and bunk beds.
Yes. Yeah.
So they were open to above. There
Yeah.
was only one bath or two. Was it only
There's two
No, there were
baths.
two.
There were
had to
two
be.
baths. So everyone hated me really on it. They really
I had a
hated.
great time.
I had a great time.
We had a blast.
Yeah.
But everyone was a little bit upset about the sleeping arrangements.
I can sleep on a couch.
I can sleep
But
on a couch. Yeah.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was fun. And then, Tim and I fell asleep on said. Tim was like, how old was Tim maybe at the time? 50?
Definitely in his 50s.
And I was in my early 20s. So it was like the youngest and the oldest there.
Needed a nap.
Needed a nap on the couch. Yeah.
Oh, we had so much fun.
We did.
See the things I did for you all?
I know.
Oh, we're aware. Yes. No, absolutely.
Well, and it was crazy. Last week I was with people in the pet industry who were at that same show at that same time.
No way.
Yes. And we didn't realize we were all there together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we're talking about it. How
Yeah.
many years?
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
those were the days.
Yeah.
And I guess because I was able to take you all, I just really think it's important, and that's a good point that they all were there too. Like it's important for you guys to know these people, to know the reps, to know the owners. We met the owners of Raws when we were there,
And for them to see that we're so connected as a retail store. and
Absolutely.
to sell their product.
Absolutely. Building the relationships is, has been so important over the years. I mean, I just called Two Hounds Design because I want to reorder Yinzer dog collars. And I just left a message, and a woman called back, Suzanne, and she's like, Toni, she's like, we're all so confused. She's like, what? Why are you? We know who you are, but why are you not in our system anymore? She's like, we're all like trying to figure out what happened. So then I had to explain the whole thing to her because the contact information was changed and all that. And she's like, we know you.
Right.
She was so sweet, but it was funny.
Yeah.
So, so how long were you a sales associate, Cyd?
I think it was like 2.5 years, a year and a half, 2.5
Before
years.
you did marketing stuff?
Yeah. So
Was that the step? I put you in marketing?
what happened was you just started firing a bunch of people.
Okay.
And
2020?
Yep. And then you were like, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? And so I just started taking on different responsibilities. And that lasted where it was first just social media. And then it was website. And then it was help with some IT stuff or emails or whatever. And then it was events. And then at that point, COVID happened. I moved to Carnegie and I was like, okay, hey, now I can go more to like the South Hills or I can do all three stores.
And I feel like you've been doing that forever.
Well, so if I started in like 2016-ish, I don't know. There were baby steps because I was still pet sitting. So when I moved to Carnegie, I stopped pet sitting. And that's when I was like, okay, now I have the time to do things full time. And honestly, that's then when it exploded because then it was like, let's do these YouTube videos. Let's do a podcast. Let's open up Florida. Or you know what I mean? It was Cranberry and then Florida, but then you just continued to grow. And there were things that you needed me to help you with that.
Yeah.
It just kind of sparked from there. And I was still working the floor, but I started doing Friday nights, Saturday nights, and Tuesday night shifts. I remember that was like my go-to for like a good 2 years.
Did we close together?
Probably sometimes on Saturdays. Did you close with Allison on Saturdays?
I feel like I often closed with you and Allison.
Dude, Saturday, so much fun.
Yeah.
Even though you complained to me all the time that you always closed Friday and Saturday nights?
I did not complain.
Why don't I remember
until I was just helping you. Nobody wanted to do it. So guess what? Cyd, Allison, and Emily would do it.
Yeah, but how did you and Allison got really close? I mean, we still are very close, but like what was
I think it was Saturdays.
Was that? I don't remember the early days.
We
of
also
us.
went through a divorce together.
I remember that.
Like we both went through a divorce at the same time.
I know, but like I don't understand. I don't remember like I remember
Heartwood
bits
Acres.
and pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to a lot of shows together.
Yeah.
Because we were single and just hanging out.
Yeah.
But no, so that was I did not bitch about closing.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, and then but once I moved to Carnegie, it was a little harder.
I feel like once
be
you
at all
move
the
to
stores.
Carnegie, that's
And I had to stop all my pet sitting gigs because it was just too much. I
I
couldn't.
thought you stopped before that.
No,
We're kind of done with it. I
Yeah.
mean, as far as
I would do walks.
yeah.
I wouldn't do the overnight stays
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Because I had my own house.
Wow, it's just like crazy. Yeah,
And but
how life
again,
works.
back to like having animals and going through all of that, like
Yeah.
you know, the reason I didn't mind pet sitting was because I was living with my parents.
I remember
during
you
the
living with your
divorce,
parents,
and so which they are fantastic, but it was nice to have like people need that too.
Yeah.
People want you to stay overnight
They
with
do.
their animal.
Yeah, and when you're living with your parents and your dogs,
I was
there.
like, cool, I'll go stay in Wexford and Cranberry
Yeah.
and Sewickley and have this where I'm just hanging out with a dog and and my dad would take care of Rufus. So then once I met Noah and then moved to Carnegie, I was like, I don't really need to do this anymore.
Yeah, and it's a lot. Pet sitting, I mean, you probably know.
Yeah, it's
It's
24/7.
emotionally taxing too. You're responsible for like. I was just like thinking about this the other day. How I feel like emotionally, I detach some part of me and apply it to my dogs. Something that like emotionally I can't maybe deal with, and so that's why they're even more so important to me.
Sure.
And then it's such a. It's so much having to take care of someone else's dog who like means so much to them all the time.
know. Yeah. And I've heard Toni say this before where you're like, listen, animals can sleep alone.
They can.
People think that they need it, but like I'm on that other side.
I can't. I feel like
Yep,
that immediately feels like neglect.
Nope. I'm like, dude, my dog. Well, and again, though, you've had Sweet Pea for 13-ish for whatever you just said earlier.
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
And Rufus with 15. And it's just like, you know, I tell my family this all the time. I'm like, my next dog, yes, I will be able to do that. But right now.
Will you?
Nope, probably not. But I'm going to pretend I can. But
the
right
sake of
now,
this
I'm just like,
conversation.
I know that Rufus can stay at home alone, but this is just where we're at. So I know
the
that
going
other
rate for overnights now is
people- 75.
200.
150.
Fuck, I need to get back into that. Mine was like 60. 60 to 80-ish. Depended on how many visits they would want during the day as well.
What
That
about
was like a whole day thing.
what about bringing your dog to someone else's house?
I don't know that.
Well, and who are you
Well,
contacting?
yeah. Wait, no. That's also 80 to 100, depending.
I would consider doing that for other people.
Taking their dog.
Damn.
Yeah, pet sitting has really gotten pretty high.
People are desperate for it, I feel like.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, and to your point, Cyd, to find someone that's willing to stay at someone else's house.
And we really took good. I hung out and you are just with that dog.
Yeah.
So it is worth it.
I mean, I do that now, but only because Layla is 16 months old.
Yeah.
But hopefully another year, she's gonna have three visits
Sure.
a day.
Sure.
That's the
Yeah.
plan.
That's the goal.
I mean, that's what I always did with Meg. Meg always had 3 visits a day. Bo, all of my dogs.
But at the end of the day,
Never an overnight.
sometimes even like I'd rather just stay over somebody's house if they
So
want me to do 3 visits. I'm
Sometimes
like,
it does. It is. Sometimes it is
Yeah.
easier.
Yep. I'm like,
And
just
sometimes,
let me sleep over.
like Jerry will choose just to
Yep.
sleep here rather than go home and then
Come back in
go
the morning.
wherever the next. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Especially if you work from home. That's actually not bad
yeah.
to be able to just work from someone
Yeah.
else's house.
So
oh, for sure.
yeah.
Maybe I need to do that.
Okay. So then
Sid, what were your 2 questions
Oh
you
yeah.
had?
All right. Because wait. So real quick though, let's talk about the first episode we ever did. Right. So we were in the South Hill
Yep.
store.
Sweet Pea was with us.
I know.
And we
Pete.
talked for wait. Yes, I had to bring her because I clipped her nails.
Remember?
Oh, I
She looked like
forgot.
she did cocaine.
Yes. She had
White.
yes. And her toe was bleeding.
From the
Yep.
diptych powder.
Yes,
Yep.
and I was like, all right, get in the car, bitch. We're going. We're going to record a podcast.
In the garbage. So that was funny because we did it there the first couple episodes. When did we move to your house? Remember,
Wait, we did in a storage unit.
We did the storage unit.
That was a trial.
Didn't we do it at a library once?
You guys did. I didn't come.
Library and then storage unit as trial runs. Yeah.
But then we just ended up doing it here.
Yeah.
So that was pretty close into it. But no, okay. So my question was, what was your, let's start with the actual podcast. What was like your favorite? So Toni, what was your favorite interview you've ever done?
Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one.
You can have a couple for different reasons.
I'm thinking. I don't know. We interviewed Angela Ardolino. We've interviewed Rebecca Rose from In Clover a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
They're the biggest, most popular, do you think?
I was going to say Rebecca. I always learned so much from her.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. And we still haven't, I don't think she's been on to do a joint one. Still.
It's actually kind of funny.
I know. It's like her best product.
Yeah.
I listened.
The one we did with Ray downstairs.
Oh, that was cute.
That was
that was
funny.
fun.
Yeah.
And Chris, right?
Yeah.
From Ray from Waruva.
Yeah.
And he came and was with us here in house. And then Chris was remote.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any, Emily, do you have any others that were?
I'm trying to think.
Interview wise.
The one that we did with Zoe's house,
Yeah.
the Amish rescue one was a really good one. Just the reality of rescuing those dogs and what that looks like. And then we did a lot of, I do really look fondly back at the times that we volunteered at orphans together after that interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did it Christmas and like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. Got me out of a lot of Christmas and Thanksgiving events, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right?
In a really positive way.
Nope. And I would say to her, are you sure that you are okay with missing? She's like, yep. All
Let's
good.
go.
Yep,
I'd much rather be walking dogs at a shelter.
Literally Thanksgiving Day. Didn't we literally go Thanksgiving
And
Day?
I think Christmas or New Year's Day or something like that. Yeah.
Was I with Bob then? Did I break up with Bob then? Was that the year I broke up with Bob?
Time's
That is
so
the
weird.
No. I think that is the year that
Like
you were
2020
not with Bob.
3.
When did you break up with Bob? Do you remember?
Yeah. Do you remember the year?
Sure. I think it was 23.
She said sure, then didn't know.
That was only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. It feels like
No.
longer.
I broke up with him in 22.
Yeah.
He died in 24.
Yeah. That feels right.
But like early 24.
June 18th.
Oh,
Yes. June 18th, 2024, he died.
do you remember we had a podcast scheduled with Billy the morning it happened, and I was on the way to your house, and I texted you.
We did.
And
Billy Hokeman.
Yep.
With Green Juju.
Yep. And I was
wow.
like,
I was in North Carolina when
Yep.
this happened, and you called me or texted me.
and I was like, I didn't want to tell you over text, and I forget what I asked you.
You asked me what Bob's middle name was.
Got it. Because I saw it.
way to segue in. I'm just gonna casually ask because I'm such a super chill, cool guy.
And this is like at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, it was so early.
Yeah.
It was so early, and I
saw it on the news.
So what's Bob's middle name?
Yep.
And
And,
I was
was
like-
he 50, I think, or whatever? How old was
Or
he? 50?
63.
Oh, whoa.
63.
And I asked what his age was. And I was like, no problem. I'll just tell you when I get there. But somebody had texted you before
yeah,
I got here.
yeah.
And then she's like, cool, I'm going to go get Bo. You handle DeSoto. I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Don't we need like a professional? Because I thought that those two hated each other, but they don't. Right? Wasn't it Bo and who did, right?
Yeah, but I did.
No,
I
Bo
was,
and DeSoto
No,
liked
they
each
liked
other.
each other. What was it?
Why were you here
Did you have Layla already?
introducing?
Yes, it was Layla and Bo.
Fuck.
You need to watch Layla, and that was the first time we were introducing
DeSoto
them.
had already
and then,
passed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, cool, you hold Bo, I'll have Layla. We're just going to walk the street. I was like, sounds good. She's like, I'll be there in an hour and a half.
It's like, and you're like, God damn, Emily, why do you have to be in North Carolina? This should be you.
I need you. No, and they were fine. They were totally cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
And then that was a lot.
So you guys came. So you came, Emma. You came in 2016. You came in 2016.
Yep. And remember, I always tell the story that the first time I worked with Emily, I was like, this girl fucking hates me.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I know. But yeah.
And you know what's so funny though about that is that that's not the first time someone has said that. And also, my ex-husband Mike used to call me cold. And what it is I shut down. I get very socially awkward and I get very uncomfortable and I don't know what to do. So I just completely shut down.
So it's not the other person.
It's never the other person. It's all me like trying to like, what am I supposed to do? Snap out of this, Emily. Snap out of this, Emily. Like get out of it. And I literally can't.
What was our moment that we were like, hey.
That's what I was trying to say. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It was driving to the Lad show. You both just said.
Oh.
And this is why I'm here.
Yep, that was our moment.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh God, we had so much fun.
Oh my God, that was fun.
I have never laughed so
And
hard.
we caravanned. Didn't we keep the cars together?
Which is so dumb. No, I
It's
think
dangerous.
we probably ended up speeding ahead of them because you guys were having like some serious meeting in the car.
Oh, and I think we were a little butthurt we weren't a part of it.
Until we had so much fun.
Yeah. You, Heather,
I
Emily,
remember what
Allison.
it was about.
What was it about?
When we switched from what was our
Speed,
POS?
Lightspeed to Pinergy.
Yep.
Whoa. Wow. How do you remember that?
I have no idea.
That's so crazy.
That was 2016.
That's superhero power.
No, that was like 2018.
Oh, no, that was 2018,
-ish.
2019. Yeah. That's a serious topic. And I had rented a big ass Suburban so that I could bring
Have everybody
I
in
drove
with
your
you.
RAV4 that you
Yep.
bought and then you returned.
Yep.
Oh, I hated that car.
Yeah.
It talked to us.
Yeah, it did. It was a lot. Wait, I don't know. Did I drive it?
Yes, you drove the whole way. Because I was super hungover from Heartwood Acres the night before.
Didn't you feel special that I let you drive my car?
I feel like looking back, we should have known not to let me drive my car. I'm a terrible driver.
Remember
you were great.
Remember her Prius with all the scratches down one
definitely.
side and the dents? And
Okay, that's a funny story I did want to bring up today.
What?
The dent in the Prius.
What'd you do?
It's related to healthy pet products.
Really?
Yeah, you guys know the story.
I do?
I was working at the brewery and I was a closing shift from 4 to 8 at the pet store. So I worked the brewery from like 6 to 2. And then
Remember when you would do that?
Yes,
You're nuts.
I'd work from like 6 a.m. to like, I wouldn't get home till like 9 p.m.
Yep,
doing like double
I believe
shifts.
that.
And I was pulling out of the brewery and I was stopped. And a kid on a bike was driving.
I remember this.
Yes. And the kid on the bike, like I was stopped for a solid like 30 seconds, but the kid wasn't paying attention because he was looking at the food truck that was setting up and hit me
right into you.
Yep.
And it hit me and a police car was driving right there or was driving right in front of us and like pulled over and like saw the whole thing. This kid's bleeding. The police officer's there. I have this huge dent in my car. And the manager at the time was like, Emily, you got to get in. And I was like, well, I did just hit a kid. I think I'm going to be a little late.
Yep. Trying to get in, but
I'll try. And she was like really like not okay with it. And she was like, no, you need to get here. And I was like, well, I'm with the police right now. Like,
Who was the manager at the time?
do we have to drop names?
No.
But yes.
Okay, we don't have to.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to South Hills. No,
I was going to North Hills.
Well, again, I'm not going to drop names, but remember whenever I got my flat tire
Yes.
after leaving Dancing Gnome, hanging out with Emily.
Yes.
And on that Sunday, I had to go and get my car, and I didn't get to work on time. And called me and was like, Sydney, we have you scheduled. Meanwhile, I had already texted you and been like, listen, this is what happened. I'm going to be late for my Sunday shift because there was not, there wasn't a manager on duty on that Sunday.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who to like contact.
Yeah.
But then
not an official manager on duty.
And so she called me and was
Just
like,
assumed.
we have you scheduled. I'm not sure why you're not here. And I was like,
I'm not sure. It's like, well, if you give
listen,
me a minute.
I already,
I don't think we really know what really happened that day.
We don't, but I do remember you walking in the back
quotes.
door that night and or that day when I was still working, and you walked in and I was like, nope, because I remember I was like about to like burst into tears and I was like, I can't talk to you. We can't do this. It wasn't anything bad.
Yeah,
it was
like you were parked in a weird spot, and then
I had to go down like some weird road, and it had just like I just remember my car just like. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And then like, nope, not driving that.
Yeah.
And then I called Noah and I was like, you need to come pick me up.
Yeah.
Told my mom about it, called it a flat tire. Nope, not just a flat tire. I like fucking almost totaled my car. But.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I was,
I mean, I knew it
just
happened after
left.
we saw
Yep.
each other, but I didn't.
It was, what was the big day at Dancing Gnome?
An anniversary party?
No, what's the drink?
Lustre Day?
Yeah, it was Lustre Day.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I left after that. But anyways, yeah. It was just so funny, right? You're like, so I'm not going to be in anytime soon.
Yeah.
I used to always stop in the stores on Sundays.
You did, that's what I mean. Like you walked in and I was like, yep, can't see
To go
you.
shopping?
Can't see
No,
you.
to work. No, I'd have transfers moving around, or I'd just check in and...
Let's go off that real quick though. So being a one-man show for 3 stores, right? You had to do a lot of those transfers. Mm-hmm. You did all of that. Mm-hmm. Did you feel like you ever had a day off?
No. Anytime you have your own business, you never really have a day off.
Right. So that's what must feel really weird right now.
That's what makes it feel really weird right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
not needing to be somewhere.
Not needing to be somewhere. And
or people needing you,
or people needing me. And I think I remember I texted you like a month or two in, and you know how your top 20 emojis are in your most recently used or whatever. And I
but you know that
I randomly, excuse me,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You hit the little clock button, and those are your most recently used.
Yep. News to you. I'd like to see your top 10.
I'd like to see my top 10.
It gives you more than your top 10.
Sorry about. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, well, yes. This one and the eye roll were always in my top 10.
Yeah.
And I weirdly noticed one day that the eye roll was not there. And I was like, oh, wow.
Different time.
Yeah. Yeah. The eye roll was gone.
That's sad.
The moment that you, like, the day was done, right? Was it January 1-ish?
December 31st, January 1, however you want to call it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Weren't we here shortly after?
Maybe.
I think we did an episode shortly after that. Downstairs.
Okay. What was it about?
I don't remember that either.
Yeah. I remember us talking about it. About you. We were all downstairs.
She's looking at us like.
We did an episode about you.
At the end.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
You're like, I fly by the seat of my pants.
Yes.
And I was like, but is there anything you want to say?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been, though. I think it was before. It was like more like November, December.
Okay.
Before it actually happened.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll have to look back at the edit.
Yeah, the editorial calendar.
Yeah. But
So
sorry. What was your
No,
question?
I don't
If
remember.
anyone listening watches Cheers or watched Cheers,
Yep. It was that last episode.
the last episode of Cheers, I really feel comes closest to how I felt, how Sam was just standing in his bar and looking around. And
Because you literally did that.
I did it with every store.
Every store?
I did it with every store.
You waited for everyone to be out of the...
Yeah. North Hills was the last.
Yeah.
And I walked around and took a video and just stood there. So, yeah, it was pretty surreal.
Yeah.
It was very surreal. So, yeah. So here we are.
But we've had a lot of fun since.
We have.
Yeah.
And you've kept up with everything that you had done outside of Healthy Pet Products. So you've continued to do the podcast.
The bones.
All on your own. So
I do
proud
the
of you.
podcast all on my own. I don't. Em always did notes because Cyd made her and did an outline, and we were always super organized because of them. And then all I had to do was jump on and just start talking.
Yeah.
So
I always said you just got in front of the mic and talked.
I fly by the seat of my pants. So none of my stuff has ever been scripted. I just wing it, every single one. So the next goal is for me to do a solo episode.
Oh, you haven't done one yet?
I haven't done one yet. Yeah. So I'm going to start doing solos. I think I'm going to talk about Bo and his hips and doing hydrotherapy, and I have a couple tests I'm doing with him. So some good, innovative, information for people. So
Yep. Because Bo looks great. And
He
he's
looks
doing great.
amazing.
13 and a half.
Yeah.
So
No, he's older than that.
no, he's not. I thought he was. I screwed
Oh,
up. Val.
Okay.
Val, you
I
know
thought
how
he was 15.
Yeah, I did too. I fucked up. I totally fucked up. Val, I have him because of Val.
Yeah.
You guys know that. So, Facebook memories. So a Facebook memory popped up a year ago and Val sent it to me. And I was like, wait a minute, I thought it was 2009. This says 2012. And she's like, no, this is right. His birth, she legit knows his birthday.
Wow.
So his birthday is January 9th, 2012. So he'll be 14 in January.
Got it.
So he's
still older, but
Still old.
Yeah. So,
Bobo.
He looks better than Sweet Pea. That's for sure.
And he's survived through a lot of things.
He survived through a lot.
Do you think he still misses Bob?
it's hard to say.
He seems really happy.
Everyone that comes over that knew him before Bob said always, and I don't mean that to say anything against Bob, but Bob just had a lot of anxiety. So everyone says he seems very happy. So
he does seem really happy.
yeah. So I mean, whatever room I'm in, he's in. I mean, he sleeps in bed with me.
Does he?
Yeah. And he never slept in bed with Bob.
Oh, really?
Never did.
He gave me kisses the one day.
Yeah.
Oh, a little baby.
And today he was trying to get my attention when Layla was trying to get my attention.
Yep.
I was like, this is new.
Yeah. He's definitely different.
But maybe it's Bob.
Well, I mean, that just goes to show you dogs really pick up on humans' energy.
Yep.
Right.
Which is a lot of what we talk about.
Yeah.
And, why they have so much anxiety is because of us. And we need to,
Yep.
figure it out.
Don't we know it?
Right?
Yeah.
So, there was something else I just was going to say.
That would be a great episode on him, on how you picked up.
Yeah, if you do it, yeah.
What was it that you think he has?
I just did his DNA test this morning on DM, degenerative myelopathy. So it's basically like ALS in dogs, but it just focuses on their hindquarters. So their brain stops communicating with their hindquarters. So they start knuckling under, they start getting wobbly in the back end because their brain doesn't know where their feet and legs are.
Huh.
It's a horrible, tragic disease to see them go through, because they eventually lose their bladder and they don't know when they're peeing and pooping, and it's terrible. So I took Bo to Steel City Canine Rehab, and he's been in the tub twice, hydrotherapy. He's been in the tub twice. He's had cold laser therapy and twice now. He's definitely improved, and he's not dragging his knuckles like he was. And Meredith did some testing. Proprioception is what it is, and it's the brain knowing where your feet are. And so she turns his feet under, and he didn't correct them. It took him a few seconds, but he eventually did, but he didn't do it right away.
Huh.
So she's not convinced. So there's a DNA test. So I just did the DNA this morning. Hopefully I got enough saliva on the whole, you know, how you have to fill the circle and all that shit.
Yep.
So I sent it in today. And
it's really interesting though. I didn't really know much about that, but I feel like Rufus is, he drags or he's peed on the bed like once or twice in the last couple months.
Huh.
Oh, really?
Out of nowhere. Literally gets up on the bed and just whew. And it doesn't smell like pee. It's just very bizarre.
Yeah.
It's super weird. But it's only happened a couple times. So now that you're saying that it's like the brain that can't connect to, and they don't understand when they're doing that.
Right.
Just super interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that'd be a great episode to like learn more about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's endless, honestly. Like there's so many topics.
Yeah.
There's so many people to talk to that are experts in the field, and just information that people need to know.
Yeah.
Well, even what you're doing, like with Layla and Still City Canine Rehab is huge. And it didn't resonate with me until I went there, how important it is to go and have someone like Meredith evaluate your dog, check out arthritis, mobility, give you exercises to improve everything with.
No, it's awesome.
And it's affordable. It's really not. I thought when I first took Sweet Pea, I thought the bill was going to be like $500 to $1,000.
Sure.
No, yeah, no.
$200.
No shit.
That
For a
was-
hydro-
and that's
That's
just,
cheaper than my vet.
and that's the consult and the therapy.
Yeah.
So the therapy
Sign
is
Rufus up.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it
would
was,
be.
No, I should probably-
guarantee
I
you
need
it would
to do
help
it.
Rufus.
no,
Yeah, I
it's
need to do it.
insane how she's like, she will feel and touch your dog and tell you all these things that like, you don't think about because the vet doesn't always tell you about because it's like not why you're going to the vet.
Do you guys
know
ever
what I mean?
like run your finger down like the back of their spine to like kind of massage your dog? Or is that just something weird that I do? But what I'm getting at is that I do hit a certain spot on Rufus.
And he tenses up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's towards like the back of it.
You should go. She's
Bo does the
It
same
was-
thing.
Yep. Right. Like sometimes I'm just like, like just even like when he's waking, I don't know. It's just like that's my way of petting or something. But and then I'll do the bottom or towards like back half, and he's like, does this kind of, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good. So I feel like that's something similar that like Meredith apparently does.
And we interviewed her.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But I feel like it didn't get. I feel like now we can do it again, where it just resonates more because we've both had.
I agree with you. I think I
experiences
definitely
with
should
her.
have her on again. Yeah. Or
And I
we
like
can,
that though, to
if
think
you
about
wanna-
like episodes that you should continue to do after, having 100 in.
Yep.
These are things now that people really know, like the baseline of like what you're here to talk about, the education that you're here for. Now you can like maybe re-interview some of these people to get better interviews, or just think that you have a lot of good listeners, right? You feel like you have, I feel like a lot of people come to you and say, I listened to your podcast.
I feel like there's a core group of listeners that are very dedicated, because usually after an episode drops, within 3 days, it's up to like 50 to 60. Like it's typically 50 to 60. And then over the next few weeks, it grows. But what, the woman that does the podcast reels, she said, I'm getting, which I didn't know this term, you might know this term, we're getting a lot of evergreen listens, which means old episodes are getting listened to. And she said that's very good.
Big. That's huge.
That's
She said
huge.
it's huge.
Because I do that when I'm listening to podcasts. I always want to start.
Huge.
Scroll back.
Yeah.
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 It's like watching a TV show from the beginning.
Yeah. Or if somebody just wants to hear about flea and tick.
True.
Right.
They scroll right to that.
Which
flea
is
and tick.
nice. I think that this podcast offers that. Like you can, because I do that with more scientific podcasts. You just pick the topics that you want to listen to.
Yep.
But then we have like these ones where we're talking about more personal stuff.
Sure.
And then that are fun to listen to. And then more like direct to the point podcast episodes as well, that people can just pick and choose what they want to listen to.
It's a good happy medium. And just to speak, at least for myself, I feel like we really made it work. I think this is exactly the vision that you had.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is this not exactly
Totally.
what you wanted?
It is.
And you would sit there and tell us that. And I think, and obviously you are truly the brains behind it. But I think with Emily and I, and back to what you were saying, that whenever you just would go to Healthy Pet Products, excited to work. You were just excited to be there. And I think that's why, you're like, oh, when did I promote you to manager? And you're like, I didn't really get promoted to manager. I was just happy to be there, which is exciting for a business owner.
Yes,
That's all you ever wanted was somebody to be there and be as excited as you were. And I think for this project, that was the three of us that we were like, yep.
That's so beautiful, Cyd. It's a really beautiful thing to say.
That's true.
Getting a little teary.
I mean, did I have to reel you guys in and yell at you a lot?
For sure.
Yes,
but that's a personality disorder that we all have.
It would be like, son of a bitch, both of you.
I was like, can we just get away with it, just winging it? And you're like, then have 5 things.
Yep. All right, cool.
Oh,
try it on your own.
She tried to structure us by month.
Yeah.
Every month had to have a topic, and our episodes had to match
theme.
that. I was like, oh,
theme.
I can't do this.
No, you couldn't do it. But you know what? It would have been way more Just kidding. Way more successful. No,
God.
I'm kidding. But it really, I just think that only the three of us could have made this work.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, I also I feel like we can't leave this podcast episode without talking about DeSoto.
Oh, risotto! I know.
Yeah, DeSoto was really part of every episode.
He was really part of every episode. And my favorite thing to do is to piss you off and let him on all the
Get him on the furniture.
Yeah, and then sit on my
he's
lap.
not allowed on the furniture.
And I was like,
cool, DeSoto, come on up here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was so great.
He was a big part of it in the
That dog
beginning.
had a short life.
Yeah.
He did. But you saved him from maybe even a shorter life. And that's all that matters.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe he was older than they thought at Best Friends.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
And we had fun with him. I'll tell you that.
So cute. Remember, he hated whenever we laughed.
Yes, he hated whenever we laughed.
He was so much more reactive to stuff like that than even Bo.
Yeah.
I mean, Bo will just fucking bite you.
He bit me tonight. No, I know. But you know what? You wonder, though, then, was DeSoto's energy also, though? Would that make Bo, like, more, not aggressive, but like...
Bo was always that way.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always a nipper.
But Bo's like really true to his breed because you see it in his eyes.
He is so true to his breed.
Yeah, and he likes the people.
Yeah.
He does like the people, but I think he would have been an excellent cattle dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. I think he would have
Bubba.
been a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Out in the field.
Yeah.
Herding cattle for sure. Mm-hmm. So,
and that's a full circle. We've done episodes on that, on why you have to understand the breed that you're getting and what they're bred to do and why it's important to allow them to do that.
Don't get a cattle dog. I do
lot of
not
people
recommend.
Unless you have a farm.
Unless you have a farm. Or you really do a lot of backpacking.
Yeah.
So, thank you both.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Cheers.
fun.
I couldn't be here without you. I really appreciate everything you've done.
Yeah. This has been fun.
We're a good crew.
We are.
Yeah, we are a good crew.
Bye for now.